Good morning, everybody. My name is Ben Davidson. I am Jim Davidson's oldest son's oldest son. I am here mostly because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me to say what can be a little bit awkward to just blurt out in a private conversation, that this man, Jim Davidson, is one of my role models, one of my greatest role models. He makes me proud to be a Davidson. And he also gave some really good speeches in his time, so hopefully I've learned a thing or two from him. I should start by thanking the organizers, Cassidy. I can't wait to see the painting. I'm really excited. All of you for taking the time to listen to me. I grew up in Terrace, the only branch of the family that has really left the valley here. But it's always been apparent to me, even as a bit of an outsider, that the town of Smithers has been there for us. Thank you very much. So, how is he a role model of mine, even though I was too young to understand or remember or even experience so much of what he did? I think it started just looking at the family. My grandpa has been the head of the family for a very long time. He's raised many wonderful sons and daughters. His daughters are all successful in their field. We have an accountant, we have a nurse, we have a teacher, my Auntie Frances, Mrs. Taylor, as you know her. Sons to carry on the family business, with sons of their own to carry on the family name. And he supported all of us, he and my grandmother. The whole family supports each other, but for example, my brother, I'm proud to say, he shares not only the name Davidson, but the name James is his middle name. Just graduated from law school, thanks largely to funding from my grandparents. He's looked out for all of us. I think most of all, he looked out for his son Ken, who you've heard about a little. Ken was mentally challenged, but Grandpa tried very hard to involve him in everything that he did. Whenever I'd come and visit the family, we'd go on the farm and go milking. For me, it was an adventure. For them, it was work, I'm sure, and for Ken, it was probably somewhere in between. But I was always impressed that Ken could name the cows, like hundreds of them. I don't know if this is a farming community. You guys must see a lot of them. They all look alike to me. But he could pick them out, and he could tell me their names and really know. And he enjoyed it. And then before work in the morning at breakfast, after work at dinner, they would share conversations about everything, about the farm, about the family, about the community, about the industry, about the Canucks. Grandpa liked to talk about all these things, and he liked to involve everybody in all these things. That's really how I knew him, somebody that liked to talk about everything he did. He liked to get opinions. He was opinionated, but he liked to hear what everyone else had to say. And he leaves a mark on people. He still does. And I see it all the time in how people treat me now. The town of Smithers, it's a nice town and you have nice people, but when you find out that Jim Davidson is my grandfather, people get nicer. They really do. You've seen it, I've seen it in likely places. I think a good recent example was at the Bulkley Valley Museum in Smithers. But I've seen it at the lineup at a bar in Terrace. My boss introduces me to people as Jim Davidson's grandson. And I don't know if it's as bad here as it is for me in Terrace, but I have a lot of friends from Smithers, most of them Dutch, and they love to throw out the line in Smithers, if you're not Dutch, you're not much. Maybe you've heard it. I have the ultimate retort to that, because I only have to hear it once from any of them, and then they say, okay, fine, it's my grandpa. So, the bottom line is he is my role model. He has committed himself to his family and to his community for so long. And we wouldn't be the same without him. Someday we won't be the same without him. But we love him, and we will try and live up to everything he's done. And I hope all of you can, likewise, invest yourselves in your families, in your community, in your enterprises, and we can all live up to him. Thank you very much.